Hi, the Collective. My name is Aruna from All Change by the Minute Video Time. Again, okay, thank you for being back. Thank you for watching the videos. I cannot say enough thank yous, okay? Yeah, there are not enough thank yous to say a whole video saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is how appreciated I am because of you, okay? Whoo, okay, what I got? Rise from the ashes, okay? Rise from the ashes, yeah, that is what I got. You know, just like the phoenix is rising, okay? Burned, but arise, okay? Oh, I need to type that one down. Burned, but arise. Ooh, whoa. Yeah, so someone I'm not sure. The energy, what I'm getting is now in the self 5-5 as I'm saying that. So you have gone gone through a lot of changes in your life, okay? Yeah, loving yourself, okay? That's the first, when you want to give love to people, okay? You need to love yourself first. Everything is about going within because everything is within and every answer is within, okay? And that's why they're saying as within, as without, okay? Because when you are going within, that is what people will see. That's the energy, what people will feel, okay? And going with the flow, I heard also, yeah. And the glow. And people will see your glow up, okay? Even though they are not wanting to say it, but they will see your glow up, okay? And it's a spiritual glow up. It's not a physical, but a spiritual one. Because again, spiritual, 5-5, I saw again, 2 times 5, a lot of changes in your life and a lot of transformations, okay? Talking to someone. But because of that, all the changes will come in because of the question you have been asking to God, okay? That is universe, God, okay, you know what? That is what you are connecting with, okay? And the right people connecting with also. Because you will see again, as I shared that in another reading, okay? You will see the change in your environment, even though it's small, but that small impact, my Lord, it will be not only a grand gesture from God, but also a big impact in your own life. So, who says don't follow Jesus? Yeah, that is what I heard. Yeah, it's not totally following, okay, but yeah, you need to know who you are, and that is what Jesus will teach you, okay? Yeah, his teachings, spiritual teachings, yeah, and the ones who've learned that already will teach them themselves, okay? Yeah, to others, yeah, this is how it works. But rise from the ashes, okay? And that means a lot of death and rebirth phases already happened. That is what I heard in your life through years. Compatible. Now, okay, the word compatible, okay, that is what I got. The word compatible means in this case, you are going to be linked with compatible people. Whoa, thank you, Lord. Yeah, with compatible people, okay, yeah. Because there are a lot of people on this planet, okay, who are you are not compatible when you are a mismatched of energies, okay, then you're just not compatible. You need to take a distance from those people who are just not compatible with your energy because we are talking about energy, okay? It's the flow between you and the other person with energy and not anything else. That is the perfect match, okay? Yeah. Perfect match of energies, okay? Just like a match, you know what, okay? Lighting a match. And there's fire. Oh, yes. So you have been burned. But guess what? The ones who are not afraid anymore, okay? They're learning and progressing in their own life. And progress is good, okay? You will see as a spiritual being, as I am highly spiritual, okay? I learned throughout my whole life, okay? So I know, again, what I'm talking about and speaking, okay? And of course, words are coming in as I channel. And those are not only also compatible with me, okay, but because of the compatibility with God, okay, yeah, that's the energy what you'll get, okay, God's presence. Yeah, God's presence, yeah. That is what you want for yourself, okay? Not not people who broke that energy, who broke the window, who broke the glass, and the window is your, oh, I wanted to talk about it, scenery in another reading. She's coming back because God is wanting me to talk about it, okay? It is your scenery, okay? Your scenery doesn't have to be a match with someone else's scenery, but that is okay. It's okay to not to have the same scenery, okay? But it doesn't mean you don't have to disrespect another being, okay? Because when you're doing that, people, okay, you will get a broken heart, okay? And especially when people are doing that to all the empaths on this planet, okay? It's God's given gift that you are being an empath, okay, in your life, throughout your whole life, and not knowing that you are an empath, okay? Yeah. And maybe again you heard of the word, and now you know that's God's word put into your mind, but now you have to unite again, okay, with yourself. Unite with yourself, okay? I heard investigation because all those people, okay, justice, investigation, and people, all those people who are broken. Yes, they're also broken. Otherwise, they're not breaking you because you will never see, okay, a healed person breaking another human being's heart in this lifetime. No, they'll communicate clear. Yeah, with them, okay? I know it. My son even does it, okay? Yeah, without even hurting another human being on this planet, okay? Yeah, his communication, 21 years old. Yeah, his communication is so right. Okay, so right. So righteous also because he doesn't want to hurt another human being. Okay, yeah. He told me a story, but I'm not going into it. Okay, yeah. But again, when you are breaking other people's heart, the heart that you are carrying is broken. Okay, yeah, is broken and it needs to be healed. And when it's healed, yeah, bit by bit healing, okay? You are getting in alignment, not only with yourself, but also, yeah. Oh, I heard also drop dead, okay? Yeah. Drop dead, just like dead, or drop it, drop it. That is what I got the second time, drop dead, okay? Yeah. Something, okay, about that. I'm not sure what, okay? But it is about you, your heart. Again, your giving nature, you loving people so hard. Again, that Allah, all these empaths, okay, are all the same. All the same. That downloads. Oh, okay. Getting fast, okay, because of the downloads. But all the empaths are the same energy, okay? Even though they're not knowing who they are at the beginning stages of their physical form, that will be gone, okay, at one point. Not totally, because switching between energies, okay, yeah. And that is what you will learn from God and from other people on this planet, from me, okay, yeah. So, but again, it's up to you to make that choice, okay, to learn, to transform, and go through so many phases of death and rebirth, death and rebirth, death and rebirth. That's why Phoenix rising, okay, yeah, arising so many times, getting burned, but guess who stand up, okay, every single time, flying above, not only yourself, okay, but above those people who tried to break you by their own broken heart, okay? They didn't heal. That's not the only thing, okay? But this is me who wants to stay humble, okay? Yeah. Because I can get into the truth of their own energy, okay? But no. let's stay positive. Just like I was always positive, I am always positive. And that's the energy that you will feel from me, okay? Feel from me. And that is what you want to get. Again, yeah. Because there's not only one person on this planet, okay? And also, people with a gift can also get into the darkness, okay? And they will stay there in the darkness because they are not knowing how to get out of the darkness, okay? And no, darkness doesn't rule. Again, you can learn there, okay? Yeah, this card, I need it. Surrender, yeah, surrender. To all the colors, what is given to you, okay? Time after time, Cyndi Lauper, that song, a song, okay? Yeah, time after time, yeah. But there's another song, Colors, something with colors. Or is that a line in that song? I'm not sure anymore, okay? Time after time after time, okay? Yeah, you are broken. You would get hurt. And you are the one who healed yourself because of going within already without knowing, okay, that you are doing that already. And then you healed yourself and then you came back, okay? And the healing process was sooner than you thought, okay? Yeah, actually. And even though it is going slow but steady, okay? Slow but steady again, yeah. So trusting the divine plan, surrender to the divine plan and trust that everything is unfolding as it should, yeah. Because again, when we're talking about, my ears are itching. Because when we are talking about divine timing, we are talking about God's timing. Again, it's not on our time, okay? And when you are getting it, the bigger picture, you will know that God has a plan for all of us. It's not only the song of Drake, okay? Yeah, God's plan, yeah. No, and thinking, okay, God has a plan, okay? What is behind? What is going on behind the scenes of that plan? And you need to know, go there, I heard. You need to go there, okay? Yeah, yeah. Ask God, okay? Ask God, and you will find and get the answers every time, okay? Time after time also. Because everything what you will get into my readings, okay, it can be seen as negative, but it can also be seen as positive. It demands, but I want to say something different, okay? It demands. Yeah, okay, I'm getting it. It is an energy. What is demanding? I'm sorry. That's what God wants me to say, okay? It's an energy, what is demanding, okay? Yeah. But you will get a lot out of it because, again, being transformative, okay? And that is what Jesus teached, okay? Teach being transformative, yeah. Because he is and still is his energy transformative, okay? Yeah. And when you are getting that energy, okay, you will be transformative at one point. I'm not saying that it is now, okay? Yeah. Oh, I heard sooner than you think. Sooner than you think, okay? Yeah, sooner than you think. But again, God's plan, okay? Not my plan, okay? And I'm going with the plan. I am already going with his plan, okay? And understanding that I surrendered myself into his plan, even though I didn't know what was going around me, happening around me, okay? Yeah. Surreal I'm getting, yeah. It was surreal, okay? It was not real anymore until that surreal happened into something as real as it could get, okay? Yeah, surreal, yeah. And surreal means, yeah, you know what surreal means, okay? It means that you think it's not real because you are messed up by the people who are working in the physical matrix, okay? They are not from the divine matrix. They are not there yet, okay? And even though empaths, oh my God, again, are such sweet people, okay? They will do anything, okay, for you, for them, most of the time. Again, the empath and the narc paradigm, you know what, okay? Between those two, it will always be a war. But guess what? Again, all the empaths, okay, all the empaths, most of the empaths, okay, learn a lot of their lessons, okay, to not to give just their energy to anyone in this lifetime, okay, and not also in another lifetime, because when you are learning in this lifetime already and you've learned again sooner than you think, okay, whoa, yeah, to open up your heart, to heal your heart, okay? Because you don't want to give your broken heart to another human being, okay? If it's not healed, it's not healed. God is making sure that you are being healed, okay? Yeah. And you need to accept that. Accept that, okay? Because when you are healing your heart, you will be also going more and more finding your soul, okay? Again, God's creation, God's plan. Yeah. Not my plan, not your plan, but go with the flow of God's plan and you will be fine. And how to do that? Just go with the guidance, okay? Go with the guidance. There's nothing else to it, okay? You need to hear the guidance, okay? Yeah. Not only from God, but most of the time, your ancestors, okay? Yeah. Again, your whole team. So surrendering, yeah, it's not easy. But we need to do it, okay? Yeah. Alignment. Oh, look at the word alignment, as I mentioned it already, okay? Yeah. And syncing, see, with your authentic self. Yeah, align with your authentic self and live in accordance with with your true nature. That is what you need to do, okay? Your true nature, your true authentic self, not people who are saying, yeah, I am true, I'm being authentic. Yeah, in their level of perception, they are saying that that is true. And in their mind, it is true, but it is an ignorant mind, okay? An ignorant mind. Because when you're working with your conscious mind, you will not say that as a physical form, okay? Yeah, you will not say that you are being true, you're being authentic, you're being pure. Who is the person and who is God, I heard, okay? Who purified you, okay? Yeah. You yourself with the guidance, okay? Yeah. Purified, yeah. Again, impure, okay? Yeah. And I know I was impure, okay? Yeah, but most of the time, not my energy, because of the people's energy around me, okay? And that is not something you want to have in your own life. You need to get in alignment, okay? You need to know the truth. Yeah. So your true, authentic self, okay? What is this? Reflection, yeah. Reflection. And I'm thinking, of course, about the universe, okay? Because everything what you are having in your mind and what you are thinking about, it's a reflection of yourself. What you are getting, okay? It is a reflection of yourself, okay? That's why take a look in the mirror, okay? Take a good look in the mirror. It doesn't matter if you're sweet, if you're nasty. Take a good look in the mirror, okay? Yeah. Symbolic, yeah. Just going within, learning who you are. And until you're finished, I'm hearing, until you're finished. Oh my God. Until, I need to type that one down, okay? Yeah. Until you're finished, yeah. Until you've climbed that mountain, okay? Together with God. Together with God, okay? So alignment, again. But I want to say reflection, learning from the past, reflect on the past experiences to gain wisdom and perspective. Because every single time when you are leveling up, okay, people will see that you're different, that you've changed, okay? Yeah, yeah, rising from the ashes, okay? Again, just like the phoenix rising has done that, okay? Getting burned, yes, rise again, okay? Getting burned one more time, rise again. Yeah, rise every single time, okay? Go within, rise, okay? Just being dead, okay? And born, okay? That's the rebirth. Every single time that you are doing that, it's a rebirth, okay? Yeah, that's why I will say, I have, yeah, you know what, died so many times, okay? Yeah, and people who are not spiritual, okay, they will not get that. The physical form of Everyone on this planet will not get that. How is it possible that you died, but you're still here? This is their level of perception, okay? Because they have an ignorant mind. Yeah. Ignorant mind, okay? A few more minutes, then I'm ending this reading. Yeah. Learning from the past. We all need to learn from the past, okay? Because the past is not hunting you down, okay? It is coming for you to learn from it. And when you've learned from it, move that lesson aside, okay? Yeah, then you've learned, then you've transformed, you've changed, and then you can come back being alive again, okay? Yeah, being alive. Yeah, I know that people think that about me, and it is true, okay? Yeah, it is true. Yeah. Hiding, okay? Yeah. Hide and seek, I'm hearing, yeah, because that is the game that you'll play with God, okay? Hide and seek, yeah. You'll hide yourself and people will be seeking for you. Yeah, so everything which you are reflecting, okay? Yeah, it is a reflection of you. No one else's but you, okay? Whoa, intuition. Look at a card. Intuition, okay? This is your intuition that we're talking about, getting in sync, okay? And I know when I'm getting the alignment card, I know you're using that guidance for your own good, okay? Yeah. For you not to feel only better, okay? For you to not to love yourself only, but for you to, yeah, every time is bettering, okay? Yeah, yourself. Yeah. And not going bitter. Just like many people are doing that, okay? The inner knowing, trust your gut feeling and inner guidance to navigate challenges. Because a challenge is not an obstacle when you're seeing it as a lesson. Oh, yeah. Yeah. A challenge, okay, typing it down, okay, yeah. No, it's not, okay? When you're understanding God's plan, it's God's plan. Again, it's not your plan, maybe. It's not my plan. Not maybe anymore. I know God's plan is my plan now, okay? Because I know how God is working, yeah. And I know God, and God is knowing me, yeah. That's why. And it sounds simple, but everything is simple when you know it. that is something what I will say. I coach also, okay? My day-to-day job, Apple, yeah, selling Apple products, okay? And I'm coaching, yeah, the people who are wanting lessons and wanting to know more about the software of Apple. Okay, yeah, I'm coaching. So I will always say, after a lesson, they will say, man, that was easy. And then I will say, everything is easy when it's taught to you and when you know it, okay? Yeah, everything is a lesson, okay? Yeah, there's nothing to it. It's a lesson, okay? And when you've learned your lesson, okay, that is again the checkpoint Charlie, yeah. Yeah, you learned, okay, you learned another step into your future and another step into your future and another step, okay, not only to your future, but another step towards God. And that is more important, okay, yeah, than anything. Guess what? Jesus, okay, 33 years old. Yeah, even though he's God, a part of God, died, okay, because the mission was completed. That is what we're here to do, okay? Mission completed, you need to go. You need to leave this world, okay, yeah. Again, it doesn't matter how big of a mission it is, okay? When it's God's plan, it's God's plan. When my time is here, I need to go. I know that already, okay, yeah. When your time is here, you need to go. That's why live, people, in the moment. Live in the moment, okay? When we are not living in the moment, okay, and being too much busy in our head, being into the future, okay, yeah, without going to the past to learn there, in the now, yeah, and show gratitude, okay, yeah. Again, this card is coming very, very, yeah. A lot of times, I want to say, appreciating abundance, cultivate gratitude for the blessings in your life and enhance your sense of fulfillment. Yeah, because when you're learning the lesson, okay, because God is here to teach you, okay? And I am here to teach you. And when people are not getting that it is energy, what we are carrying, and energy again can be transformative, okay? Yeah. So again, the sooner the better, okay? The sooner the better. When you're starting, okay, and when you're starting with your heart, not with your mind, okay, you are already there. But it's not. Everything is not up to us. Again, divine intervention, divine plan, not your plan, not my plan. Yeah, for now and for the future. And yeah, destiny. Yeah, it is also my plan because I know God's plan, okay? I know God's plan. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. Okay. Whew. So again, show some gratitude to God, okay? Show blessing towards Him, okay? Because that is being sensitive towards God's plan, voice, everything what you can imagine, okay? Yeah. Because He is the one who's helping you. He is the one who's helping me with this reading to get it to you, okay? Yeah. So gratitude, intuition, reflection, alignment, and surrender, okay? Yeah. All of them to get to alignment with God and with yourself, okay? Your true, authentic self. Thank you for being here, okay? And please do not forget to like, subscribe, share everything what you can do, okay? Until next time, until next reading. Bye-bye. Love you all. Peace be with you.